All right, welcome back, good people. This is another episode of Speak with Larry's podcast. I want to talk to you this time about introducing your brand and nurturing subscribers in relationships to email marketing. Now, I've been making videos for a couple of minutes now about email marketing. The reason I'm doing that is because of the importance of it. It's essential that you're able to understand how that works and how that benefits you and your system. So I'm creating this video, as with the others, in reference to you sending out emails to subscribers who have subscribed to your list, right? Who has put their email and their name into a query box and said, I want to be a subscriber to your system. Once that happens, you send them automated emails that you've already written. Right? You've already written, you're just waiting on them to subscribe. Right? That's how that works. You don't send an email once they subscribe. No. You have a sequence that you've already set up for anybody who puts their name and email address in that query box and subscribes. So I'm going to read you this very quickly, and then I'm going to share some things with you about it afterwards. But what I want you to realize with this process that I'm procuring here is that this helps you to get more comfortable in front of the camera if you're doing videos. It helps you being able to read better, because reading is essential when it comes to information, right? Have you ever had someone come up and say, look at this, what does this say? And then you have to read it. You have to be able to read that and comprehend. If you can't do that, then there is a disconnect there, right? And you don't want that disconnect, because how can I follow someone who doesn't know? You have to be able to know. And that's what you're introducing to the world, is that you know. So with that being said, this is a little lengthy, so bear with me. Just turn your volume up and do your thing. But it says, introducing your brand and nurturing subscribers. Write emails that allow you to nurture subscribers and position your product or service as a solution worth investing in, such as benefit-orientated emails, case study, and nurture campaigns. Now, whether you're doing a product or a service, if you want to educate subscribers about your product or service in a way that isn't overly promotional, or if you want to first introduce your product or service before going for the direct sale, this is the chapter for you, right? Introducing a product or service and softly selling it is a common tactic among inbound marketers, but it can be used for any business. Since emails give you the opportunity to connect with subscribers over a long period of time, educating them on products can go a long way in helping them make the decision to buy. Depending on your goal for these emails, they can be set up as a one-time broadcast or as part of an automated email campaign. If you're not sure how frequently you send these types of emails, the 4-to-1 ratio is a good one to keep in mind. This means that every 4 educational emails you send 1 sales email. Now, case study. It says customer case studies can go a long way in highlighting the benefits of your product or service. In addition to content, you may already have specific products, features, or what's included in a service. Case studies have the power to show a real-life application of it. Customer case studies can be as simple as a Q&A style blog post, or as complex as a produced video interview. Whatever format you choose to present your customer's story, the goal will always be to highlight their personal success as a result of using your product or service. Share the case study with your subscribers in a broadcast email, like a blog newsletter, or as part of an automated email campaign such as a welcome campaign. Now, the nurturing campaign. A nurturing campaign is a type of automated email campaign that's main goal is to move prospective buyers closer toward making a purchasing decision. These are commonly used among B2B inbound marketers, which are business to business, but can be applied in a B2C as well, which are business to consumer or business to customer. Now, at its core, a nurturing campaign should highlight a problem subscribers have, introduce a solution, position your product or service as a way to obtain the proposed solution, and include supporting content to validate the decision to make a purchase. This campaign can be set up at the cadence of your choosing, but we recommend adding at least 1 to 2 days between each email in your sequence. Now, the main component of a nurturing campaign should include the following. Email number 1, inform subscribers of a problem they have. Then 2 days later, introduce the solution. Then in another email, then in another email, which would be email 3, introduce your brand as being a unique and valuable way to attain that solution. Now, email number 4, which will come 2 days later, focus on providing supporting content that will confirm the decision to purchase. And finally, 2 days later, include customer case study or testimonials for social proof. One more. 2 days later, email number 6, include an inclusive offer to encourage the purchase. So you can kind of see that there's a progression, right? If you're following the sequence, the first thing you want to do is you want to inform the subscriber of the problem they have. And then once they are able to identify that and recognize that as a problem, then you want to introduce a solution. Then you introduce the brand as being unique and valuable, a way to obtaining that solution, and on and on and on, right? So at the end of the day, if I'm the person who has the problem and I'm reading your emails as I'm receiving them, and in my mind, I want my problem solved, right? So you are giving me a solution to that problem. And when you finally deliver me the actual product or service that can solve my problem, I'm eager to get that. I want that. Because once I get that problem solved, that's no longer a problem. I can move on to the next thing, right? Because as we're doing things in life, we run against what we call bottlenecks or roadblocks, right? Situations and circumstances that are not always beneficial to what we're trying to get done. So when that happens, you want a solution quickly. I do. I'm the type of person who's very consistent. So I believe in automation. I want things to go automatically without me having to do it again. I want to do it once and then just adjust when needed. If there is no need to adjust, no adjusting necessary, right? But I don't like having to redo the same thing over and over and over and over. That's not smart to me. So thank goodness for automation, right? So when you have, like, my automation system charges me $32 a month for that. Now, I don't mind paying that because I don't have to deal with that on a regular basis. So it speeds up my process. It allows me to do other things or create other ideas in my head that I want to add to my system. And that's what will happen with you, because what you begin doing may not be what brings you the most money or the most revenue or your biggest ROI, right? But if you're only focusing on one thing and that's not generating an income, you have to diversify. You have to be able to say, well, okay, well, I'm going to do this too. And I'm going to keep doing that, but I'm going to do this too. I like to equate it to the spinning of the plates, if you will, when you think about going to the circus or someplace there are entertainers doing that type of thing, right? Think about the first plate that they put on, they have to spin that. And once that starts to spinning, then they go to another one, they put another, and then they spin that. And then they go to another one, and then they spin that, right? You have to be able to have those plates spinning at once. to get the results or the end result that you want, right? So if you spin the first plate and it falls, and you get it again and spin the first plate and it falls, and then a third time you spin it again and it falls, you're not good enough yet. You got to keep practicing. You got to keep putting in that work. But over time, you'll be able to spin that first plate, then the second plate, and the third plate. You're getting the results that you want. And that's worth the effort, right? All right. I hope you've enjoyed these videos. Again, I'm only doing this to help you. Not true. I'm doing this to help us, right? Because if you give, you will get. You may not get the way you give, but you will get. But I don't give to expect, because the way I receive may not come from you. It may come from that person, or that person, or that person, right? But my point of control is to give. Your point of control is to give, to create, to allow us inside your head, right? I'll see you on the next video.